The mics are hot, and so's the gossip. Let's get into it in 3. Welcome to In 3. I'm Danielle Graham.
And I'm Callie.
And Wicked for Good
is doing real good.
Is it ever? I think it's like over 220 million globally or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. The surprising thing for me is that it's actually now succeeded beyond the first one.
Wild, right?
Wild.
Yeah. People couldn't wait to see this movie.
And we saw it last week.
We did. We had a little preview.
We had a little sneak peek. Mm-hmm. And what were your feelings?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was happy with a little bit less singing in this version.
And just a little less altogether.
Yeah, it was a little bit shorter. Mm-hmm. I had never seen the Broadway play. I think we've talked about that on the show. Mm-hmm. So it's all new for me. Like the way it wraps up, the whole thing is all very, very new for me. I know nothing.
Yeah.
So it was a really fun ride to be on. I was, like the internet currently is, obsessed with that chunky knit sweater that Elphaba wore in the sex scene.
You really were.
It was the first thing I said to you when we came out of the theater.
Like, why the chunky knit in the
so
sex? It's like a sex sweater.
It's a sex sweater. And now I'm not the only one.
No, the internet is having a moment with that.
Yeah. What did you think?
I actually, in the moment, I wasn't sure how I felt, but in retrospect and also with the help of the internet's enthusiasm, I actually feel like I really loved it.
Great.
Yeah. I do feel like there was a few too many songs, and they did add a few songs, I think, from the Broadway play, which I just think was unnecessary. There's already lots of singing. And you know, the second act of the play is known to be like the less strong half.
Right.
Because it's so convoluted, there's so many moving parts, and they really have to like gotta wrap it up. And I think they did a really good job. And I think the Ariana performance and the Cynthia performance and their connection together was really, really spotlighted in a beautiful way. I kind of welled up at the end.
You did.
I'm so happy for them.
It was beautiful. And it's not over.
It is not.
Not unsurprisingly. So now Universal Studios Pictures has said they're figuring out how to keep the story going and continue this franchise because it is wildly successful. So like, why wouldn't you want to keep making bank off this? The people are obsessed with it. So Ariana does not have to say goodbye to Glinda just yet. No.
Well, so Gregory Maguire, who wrote the original Wicked, he has revealed that he is actually writing the prequel for Glinda's story.
Yes.
So I don't know how much Ariana will be involved in that because it will be her Glinda's childhood story. I'm sure Ariana will be in some of it. I'm certain she will, probably get an executive producer credit, something like this, because she is Glinda and Glinda is her. But it does sound like it's going to be like really the origin story.
Yes. It's called Glinda, A Charmed Childhood.
Yeah.
And it's coming out next September.
Right.
So I know fans, have that to look forward to.
We do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think just the book is coming out in September. So the movie will be, I'm assuming, like years maybe.
For sure.
I'm sure they'll try to get it done ASAP.
I mean, you want to capitalize.
But I am still very much enjoying this press tour. There's a lot of like Jonathan Bailey and Ariana Grande just like clowning, and
so great.
I can't get enough of it.
I know.
That's my new favorite duo, to be honest.
Mine too, and I'll be sad when we don't get to see that.
Yeah,
I agree. It has been so fun.
Not that I don't love like the Cynthia Ariana, but the Ariana and Jonathan Bailey is like a whole other, because it's a little less serious and a little more like playful, like goofing.
Yes,
which is what we love.
We do. Did you see that people are saying that Jonathan Bailey as the Scarecrow looks like Ryan Reynolds?
They're not wrong,
and now I can't unsee it.
I know. Well, if Ryan Reynolds had been involved in this, he would let everybody know.
Yes.
And he would have been paid a lot of money.
You're
so we know
right.
It's not him, but there is a resemblance.
Yeah. If you see the movie and you look at Jonathan Bailey as Scarecrow, you will now see Ryan Reynolds now that we've said that to you.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Jonathan Bailey becomes Scarecrow.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
No, it's okay. If you don't know that, now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
All right. You might not know this, but you can buy your way into the Golden Globes this year, which has never been done.
Is this the first year?
Yeah, for like a normie person, a normie regular pedestrian.
Well, a regular person that has $70K.
Yeah, but to have $70K is for you and a guest. So it's only really $35,000.
And you get a tux.
You get a tux.
Stylist.
A stylist. You get to walk the red carpet. You get to go to the after party. And you get the gift bag. And last year's gift bag was valued at $1 million. So really, this is an investment.
Wow.
I know, but people are like shocked by this because it really is. The Golden Globes is a very exclusive Hollywood event where you could never have bought tickets to previously. So it was previously put on by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. That came to an end, and now it's owned by Penske Media, and they own like the Hollywood Reporter, Rolling Stone, Billboard,
so
the American Music Awards. It's a business, and this Golden Globe ticket purchase is available in one of their luxury gift guides from their magazines. Yeah, so if you've got an extra $70K kicking around, you can go to the Globes.
It's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's our background in entertainment TV and having access to these people in these places, but it feels really icky to me.
Yeah.
To be the type of person to admit that they would want to pay money to go and sit with celebrities.
Yes.
Like, from our background, it was like, don't
do that.
Don't make a thing of it.
No, be
These
cool.
people are not, be cool. And like, you don't want to go, even if you're invited, to go hang out with these people later or after. We've talked about some of those stories.
We have.
You don't want to be the person who's asking for photos. Like,
no.
We've just been like bred to be like, whatever.
Right.
You know, I got my interview, wonderful, and now I'm going to go and like live my own life.
Right.
To be a person who would admit to wanting to be like, to be rubbing shoulders with celebrities, not because you earned it, but because you just like bought a ticket is like gross to me.
I completely agree. Yeah. And also I'm thinking about, so the Golden Globes is a very intimate award show. The room is
like a dinner.
Small. I've been inside that ballroom. It is way smaller than it looks on TV, and it looks small on television.
Right.
And it's a seated dinner, and it's a drinking event. So like things get a little off the rails. We've seen that before. But in this case, it's not like you're just seated in a theater beside somebody. This means a normie person, to your point, who wants to be sitting beside celebrities could sit beside like George Clooney, which is a nightmare for George Clooney.
Yuck for him.
It's a huge yuck.
Oh my God, no.
Not what we signed up for.
I feel like if Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez like weren't already famous, they would be the type of people to buy a ticket. Like, he would be like, here, honey, go with your girlfriend to this event. It's like, that's the type of person that would want to be there.
They'll probably be there. I don't know how they'd be there. Well, I guess Amazon Studios. Yeah,
I mean, I think that they will be there, but I'm just saying, like,
you're right.
If they weren't in sort of entertainment media, that would be the type of person to be like, here, honey, like, let's go just rub shoulders and brown nose with these people and feel important for the night. And then, you know, post about it on social media, and everybody's quietly cringing, but they feel like they succeeded at something.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to mention the Golden Globes are on January 11th.
Yeah.
And that week, that Thursday, the 15th, is going to be the launch of season 2 of In 3.
That's right.
Yeah.
Season 2, baby.
Season 2 is coming up.
Go.
Post Golden Globes. The Globes are also really special to me because my daughter Marigold was born on Golden Globe Sunday. So Goldie was born on Golden Globes Day.
Oh my God. I love that connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't believe we're already in award season. Almost.
I know.
Yeah,
it's so exciting. Speaking of buying your way into things, J.Lo was a hired performer for a big wedding in India to the tune of $2 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a cool $2 million for one night.
That's it. Did you see the outfits she wore?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Like, she brought every cutout, every high cut, every
I was wondering about that because I feel like, I don't know exactly about the culture, but I feel like it's a little bit more of a modest culture.
I felt the same way.
And so she really brought all those Vegas looks, all the thongs, all the like high cut, hip, you know, all the things.
Like, it was barely covering the front.
I know. It's like
an inch of fabric.
One slight movement to the left and it's all hanging out.
Honestly, though, it was very revealing. So the bride is a pharma heiress. The groom is a very wealthy tech entrepreneur.
Right.
Billionaire status.
Yes.
But my question is, whose choice was this? Was this the groom's choice?
The groom's like, you know who we should have?
It's J.Lo.
You know who I really want to look at on my wedding day?
J.Lo.
J.Lo in that teeny tiny little...
In that barely covering bodysuit. So who do you think it was, bride or groom?
That's a great question. That is so uncomfortable to think about.
I know. That's what I'm here for. Let me bring the uncomfortable conversations.
Let me make you as uncomfortable as possible.
Yes.
I think, yeah, you're right. It was probably the groom or the groom's dad.
Yeah.
That was like, J.Lo would be amazing. What a show.
What a show she'd put on.
What a show she would put on.
Yeah, you're right.
All the costumes.
I have a feeling it was
very little fabric.
Very little. Okay, so if you had to hire someone or had the opportunity to hire someone to perform at your wedding, you had this money laying around, who would it be?
That is such a good question. Okay. Not because this happened already just a few weeks ago, but I do think Bruno Mars would be incredible.
Oh my God, he's one of my absolute favorite performers.
Same. Yeah. And I have been to a show and he's so good live. Yeah, we went to see him at, I guess, Scotia. He's amazing and the vibes are high and he just like gives her.
He's hit after hit after hit too.
Hit after hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe Bruno.
Okay. So I was going in a different direction. I was thinking Adele.
She was next on my list.
Was she?
Yes.
Okay. Because she's incredible and like a private Adele performance would be amazing. She's so funny and so fun.
Yeah.
Like she's a good hang.
Yes. Like she would stick around and have like a martini with you after.
Correct.
Yes.
She's self-deprecating. She's hilarious. She knows how to get people involved in the crowd, happy and having a good time. So I think it would be Adele for me.
She's second on my list. The only reason Bruno like edged her out slightly is just because of the bops, like the dance music.
The dance party.
Where like Adele has an amazing catalog, but it's not as much like bangers, just like living your best life.
I hear you.
Where like I feel like J.Lo probably would have been, as long as she wasn't singing live, probably would have been a great show.
Nice shade there. Oh, she's shady today, folks.
We love you, J.Lo.
Look out.
Callie's feeling richer. Happy for her.
Cal's feeling shady. I love when you're like this. It's my favorite. Okay, let's line up the big three this week. Formula One took place in Las Vegas. And Jay-Z and Beyonce were there.
Yes.
What a spectacle.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I am always happy to see them. We rarely get to see them.
Excellent point.
And those outfits and the whole thing.
The outfits, the boobs, the why were they there, the content. There's so much to talk about.
So much.
Yeah, it was a bit of a puzzling one.
Yeah.
So we want to.
I'm still confused, but yeah, I've got some questions.
I have some questions, and maybe we have some answers.
Maybe.
Meghan Markle on the cover of Harper's Bazaar.
She back.
I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
We are going to say what needs to be said. So trolls, you're going to have a great time.
I mean, we always do.
We do. But in this case, there's some things that need to be said and the hate is going to come our way and we're going to accept it.
It is. It is going to come our way. Also, there's been lots of support lately about like kind of Meghan Markle shade because it's getting to a breaking point where it's like, it's undeniable at this point.
Yeah, you can't ignore it.
Yeah.
We also have some really fun comments to share with you.
Yeah, from our Instagram. Yeah. We always have a very enthusiastic audience and we love you guys so much. But specifically around Meghan Markle, there's a lot of opinions and a lot of feelings and a lot of comments. So I have broken that down for us. Yeah.
Thank goodness we're not sensitive anymore.
Exactly. No, exposure therapy. It's been really good for us. Thank you for your service.
People have come for us. Okay. Then we're going to talk about Jordon Hudson and Bill Belichick. The adult co-ed cheerleading competition that I didn't know was a thing.
I am so obsessed with these people.
Oh my God, this woman, she is in her villain era.
Get the Hey You cameras rolling.
Honestly.
Like, where is the reality show?
What a missed opportunity.
And they would be at that cheer event. They would be having blowouts with the family. They'd be doing all the things, all the snakeskin, all the stuff.
Yeah.
It's primed and ready.
It is primed and ready. There's a lawsuit cooking. There are so many things to talk about in the Jordon Hudson universe.
Yeah, secret lives of I don't know.
Sugar babies.
That's so good.
It's perfect. Actually, why doesn't that exist?
No, you're right.
No, really though.
No, let's fire up a Canva deck and get that get that pitch going.
And then finally, at the end of the show, we have to talk about
Sarah Paulson.
We sure do.
I am obsessed.
You really are.
I love her so much. And I I can't wait to share my enthusiasm.
I'm so glad.
And my origin story for my love for her.
Oh, I'm excited to hear that.
She is your favorite movie star's best friend.
Oh, okay.
So I'll share all those deals.
And she's also a Bravo super fan.
She sure is.
She sure is. Yes. So there's lots of reasons to love Sarah Paulson.
One of many reasons why I love her.
And lots going on with her. So we'll get to that at the end of the show. All right, but let's get into Beyonce and Jay-Z in Vegas. Stepped out.
Yeah.
Stepped out.
They really stepped out.
Did they ever?
They really meant it.
They did.
Yeah.
So leather suits. They each took
custom
Louis
racing. Yeah, Louis Vuitton racing suit.
Yeah.
That she wore for their walk around the paddock.
Mm-hmm. They had a nice one.
See that?
Nice.
And then when it did a lap, each of them with Lewis Hamilton, who's now with Ferrari.
Yeah.
And clearly they were there in support of Ferrari.
Yeah, it sure looked like it because she wore the red suit.
The red Ferrari branded outfit in the evening.
That's right.
And during the day, that Louis Vuitton thing. So let's talk about the outfit quickly.
Okay.
So when she arrived, right, it was a zipped up, like it was meant to be a sort of a play on the racing suit, a leather or pleather or whatever that is, zipped up. And it was zipped up. And she had this big wild curly hair, which is
incredible.
A new vibe for her. We'll come back to that later. But, the zipper started a little bit higher. And then throughout her visit on the paddock, it gradually went lower and lower and lower. My question is, did she have a moment where she saw her reflection, was like, you know what, I could use a little more skin? Or was she just kind of like busting out? You know, when you have like it's a little snug.
Yeah.
And it's a zipper or a button. And by the like by the middle of the, of wearing it, it just sort of like,
yeah, the zipper's doing all it can do.
It's holding on by a thread.
You're asking a lot of that zipper. No, I actually wondered, I was like, did it start higher? And then she was surrounded by, I don't know, the Charles Leclercs of the world, so hot.
Right.
And all the other ridiculously hot F1 drivers. Then it was just like, you know what?
Just gonna
get a little air.
Right.
Feeling a little hot in here.
Oh my God.
Those boobs were crazy.
Yeah, they were really, she came to play.
She did. It's so much so, I'm picturing it right now. I can't even tell you what Jay-Z was wearing or not wearing. Like he was so forgettable.
Yes,
completely forgettable.
I also think like he was literally in jeans and a t-shirt, and here she is in this like cut. It was so over the top.
It was wild.
The whole thing. And then the evening outfit was also a custom pleather, but this time it was like a romper that was pantless.
Yes.
And it was Ferrari branded, which begs the question whether Ferrari paid them to be there. Was this a paid appearance? Or are they buying into the Ferrari team?
Okay, so this is the questions I had too.
Yeah.
Like, why were they there? Because F1 is bigger than ever. And it does draw a lot of big celebrities. But in this case, there wasn't a lot of like A+++ celebrities like the Jay-Z's and Beyoncé's. There was your Will Arnett's and your Paris Hilton's.
Travis Scott.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michael Douglas.
Sure.
But like that's a different level of celebrity. Jay-Z and Beyonce don't step out.
Yeah.
They have not been seen together since like July. So not only did they step out in like a whole other orbit of celebrity at this event, they shared a lot of content too, which is also uncommon. Beyonce can go like a month without sharing anything. And yet here we get 3 pieces of Instagram content from the F1 race.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking, because you're asking the why, right?
Yeah.
So there was reports at one time that Jay-Z wanted to open a casino in New York, right? So it's like, is it a casino Vegas thing?
Okay.
But also Beyonce's whiskey, Sir Carter, is part of the Moet Hennessy brand, so the LVMH brand.
Okay.
So I feel like this was a work trip for Beyonce. I feel like, hence the Louis Vuitton branded jumpsuit.
Okay.
Because she's part of the LVMH family with her whiskey brand, this was like the boss saying, you're going to have to come out.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like this was sponsored content.
Okay.
That's my take.
She's hustling.
She's hustling.
Okay.
Yeah, she's part of the family.
Okay.
So
I didn't even know she had a whiskey brand. So
there you go.
Here you go. I mean, if that's what it was and you're trying to promote it, I do feel like being slightly more obvious would be helpful.
Right.
If people have to like come and listen to In3 to find out that you were promoting your whiskey brand.
Right.
But that does make sense.
Or your partnership with, Louis Vuitton and its umbrella company.
Yes.
Because I wondered the same thing. I thought, are these two buying an F1 team?
Right.
Because they have the money to get into the world of F1.
Yeah. And they've, Jay-Z has been in the world of like sports team ownerships and things like that. So that might be the next big thing.
You're totally right.
So that was what I was wondering. Now, the other thing that I think is maybe at play behind the scenes is that I think Beyonce is soft launching her new era.
Okay.
Which is rock era. So the 3 acts, there's been 2 so far. The first one was her Renaissance, her dance pop. The second one was her Cowboy Carter.
That's right, country.
And now act 3, they're saying is going to be her rock era. And so coming out in the leather and in the wild hair, it's a whole new vibe for her.
Totally.
And she has been known to, similar to Taylor, how Taylor will like soft launch a color palette before she's launched the actual project with the color palette.
Yeah.
It's like Beyonce will soft launch the theme. So an example of that was when she came to the Grammys in a cowboy hat and everyone was like, why is she in a cowboy hat? Then she launched Cowboy Carter.
The breadcrumbs.
So I think this is, breadcrumbing to the next album.
Okay.
And Jay-Z was wearing a leather jacket with the number 9 on the back. They posed showing that number 9 and this will be her 9th album. So they're saying everybody's now doing the Taylor thing, which is to breadcrumb everything.
I'm into that.
I'm into that. Also, I will say on her Lemonade album, which is far and away my favorite Beyonce album and maybe in my top 5 of all time for anyone. She did a collab with Jack White of the White Stripes.
Right.
And it was like, it's such a good song. It's rock, it's moody, it's really different. And I wonder if this is going to be similar to that and maybe a full album collab with Jack White.
Okay. Listen, there's nothing she can't do.
Truly.
She could do rock so well.
Yeah.
I would welcome that. I mean, I'll welcome any form of Beyonce we can get.
Yeah. The only thing she can't do
is
I
Shady.
just don't like her style. I don't like her style. I don't think she's ever really thinking about being stylish. I think she's thinking costume. She's kind of like Lady Gaga. Like Lady Gaga isn't known for her personal street style. She's known to have elaborate costumes.
It's costume and like performance looks, not cool everyday street style.
Yeah,
that's a really good point.
Solange, her sister, has amazing street style. But Beyonce, it's not a Taylor Swift situation because Taylor doesn't have good street style, but she's trying. Beyonce doesn't even try to have street style. She just dresses in costume.
Always.
And I wasn't a fan of this one.
Okay.
I also thought it was curious that she showed up at the nighttime with wet hair. And I'm not sure if maybe that's a curly hair thing. But because it ended up drying into this big kind of like gorgeous, curly, really voluminous moment. But she showed up with wet hair, which I found to be interesting, and I like it for her because she's so controlled. I've talked about this so many times. Like Beyonce is one of the most controlled people, like every look, every breath, everything.
Yes.
And that's why we know that she wasn't just there by accident.
No chance.
It was calculated. It was on purpose. It was, for a reason. And the wet hair, I was like, did you run out of time, girl?
What happened?
Like, I kind of love that.
Right.
Like, we didn't have time to diffuse. We just had to hit the
we
carpet.
had to go.
She put the hat on. She left. And I love that.
And she lowered the zipper.
She just got
And off she went.
And off she went.
It was really fun to watch. A total surprise.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Me too.
Okay, Cal.
Yeah.
It's time to talk about Meghan Markle on the cover of Harper's Bazaar.
Why not?
She's
begging us to.
She is.
She's really begging us to.
Yeah, I'm going to say a few things right off the top.
Let's go.
There is no way she had photo approval or cover approval of this magazine because that cover did her dirty, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This is arguably one of the most beautiful women on earth.
Absolutely.
She is ridiculously otherworldly gorgeous.
Yes.
That cover photo did not show us any of that.
Not it.
And even the photos inside weren't that great. They were okay, but they did not in any way illuminate how gorgeous she is. Mm-hmm. So she did not, in my opinion, have control over any of that because I don't think she would have let that happen.
I wonder, I do agree about the final approval. people are saying that the cover shoot and the photo shoot that's in the magazine is all sort of a tribute to and inspired by Princess Diana. There's a lot of comparisons, and it's hard to ignore. And it's not just one outfit in one scenario. It's like it's the chaise with the nude outfit.
100%. It's jacket and
cross-legged with the white outfit. It's the jacket, the red dress. It clearly was some kind of homage to Princess Diana, and people are mad, especially in the UK. That's like a very sacred, like, you know, Princess Diana is their sacred people's princess.
Yes.
Like, we don't mess with that. And because people in the UK don't particularly like Meghan,
right.
They take issue with it. And I don't blame them. My question would be whether or not she had a conversation with Harry before the shoot and said, hey, you know, I really want to pay tribute to your mom. Is that okay with you? Or if she just did it.
Right.
And then he had to be like triggered by seeing that after the fact.
But also, if that's the case, and I agree, it's very hard to ignore the parallels. Yeah. Why not address it?
Exactly.
Why not say it? This is
inspired by
in tribute of
my late mother-in-law.
Right.
And exactly. And like do
that's
it justice. Weird. It's weird. Like everything, it's messy. It doesn't make sense. It's not executed properly. Like everything that she's done.
Agreed.
And again, I'm not trying to be shady. Like, okay, I am being shady, but it's like at this point, it's hit a bit of a fevered pitch where, again, we can't ignore the messiness of it all and the ridiculousness of it all.
Well, yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned the ridiculousness of it all because there is quite a bit of it, I think, in here. So there's a quote that really stuck out to me. There's a few, but this one we'll start with. She said, "There's also not a lot of fun in trying to be perfect. So why try to do that if you want to have fun?" And I was like,
what?
Who?
Girl, have you met you?
Have you seen your show?
Do you need a mirror, babe? You need a mirror. You need a friend. You need a mom. You need a sister.
You need us.
You need us.
You need someone to tell you that your whole
existence,
your brand, the way you move through the world is literal perfectionism.
Yes.
Perfect hosting, perfect gifting, perfect wrapping, perfect parties. There is nothing imperfect or flawed about any of it. What I would have loved to have seen instead would have been, I have perfectionist tendencies.
Yes.
And I know that's not something we're doing anymore.
Right.
And I'm working on it.
Yes.
But I was wired to be this hardworking perfectionist. And it does pop up sometimes.
Exactly.
I would have loved to have seen that because that would have been relatable and it would have been authentic.
Right.
Because you can't say that perfect is not fun. You are literally pushing perfection.
Yes. The other quote on the same vein that I found to be exactly like that. Like, what? Is this one. I don't like things that feel overly realized. If you overwork the dough, it's not going to rise.
That sentence alone.
You are the queen of overworking the dough. We're making rainbows of fruit platters where we have flour toppers. We have like, what?
It's just simple.
You're the
so
queen of overworking dough.
That's what you
do.
This
is insanity. It's not just not knowing who you are. It's actually thinking you're the opposite of what you are.
That's right.
Which makes me feel like she just has no idea and no grasp of reality of how she portrays herself.
But that's exactly it. And I'm so glad you said that because, again, I don't want this for people to think like, oh, we're just being hard on her. What I think we're doing here is we're dissecting what it is people have a hard time connecting to or what people feel a little bit like about or
like it's off.
And I think what it is she's constantly presenting herself as somebody she just quite isn't.
Yes.
Like maybe you want to be that person.
Right.
And maybe that's who you...
Which is fair.
But it's like the person you think you are and the person we're seeing are very different and they don't jive. And that's where the breakdown is.
Yeah.
And that's where I think you're right. That's where the fever pitch is kind of hit. Or people are like, there's another example of this.
You're saying it in not just one, not two, not three, but many different... I have a whole list of these platitudes of how she's so done with being perfect and doesn't care about people's perception and just like isn't trying to make a fuss of things. Huh?
What? You?
I have a whole list and like it is in her words, there's such an incongruence here.
Perfect word.
And it's really quite it's getting to be comical.
It is.
The other thing, the other major example of incongruence in this whole situation, and we've talked about this ad nauseum, and I'm sorry that we have to do it again, but honestly, she's teeing it up for us.
That's right.
Which is that not once, but twice in this article, it is mentioned that she has someone on her team announce her presence.
That's right.
Not just in a room full of not in a big room full of many people, but
not coming onto a stage to present an award.
Right.
Just like,
which would be really the only time that would be appropriate.
100%.
It's like, I present to you Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. Twice. One time when the journalist was the only person in a room.
Yeah.
And another time when it was a group of 11 and 12-year-old girls.
That's right.
That someone
the STEM
did
program.
This.
Megan, the Duchess of Sussex.
Okay. And also the cover says the Duchess of Sussex.
Yeah,
and we've talked about the need to hitch her wagon to the title that she denounced of herself.
Yes.
The association with the royal family, which is now how she literally introduces herself into every room to every person.
That's right. And has this other person do it. And exactly that. So again, another incongruence that I found was, so the article took place, or the interview rather, took place in 2 locations. Right. One in LA and then one in New York, which is, it was at a friend's Upper East Side brownstone with an elevator. So you can imagine like a really lavish location. Mm-hmm. But she showed up in leggings and a sweatshirt.
Right.
Chill vibes, right? And I was like, okay.
A Northwestern
sweatshirt, her alma mater.
Yes.
I was like,
also nod to
Diana. So there's that person, chill vibe.
Yeah.
Cool. Come into my friend's home.
Yeah. Hey.
But then at the same time, you've got this house manager announce Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. So which are you?
I'm not a regular Duchess. I'm a cool
Duchess. I'm a leggings and sweatshirt Duchess. So that's the thing. It's like, you're not chill vibes.
No.
Not at all. This is all very, very calculated, but also just really miscalculated.
Yeah. It's incredibly absurd. Because I also was listening to a royal expert who says that not even like the king would do that. Usually it would be the opposite. It would be if someone was coming to visit the king, they would say, Your Royal Highness, Danielle Graham.
Oh, I see.
Instead of Danielle Graham, Your Royal Highness.
Because I know.
Because you're in their home.
Bro,
like,
I know.
You came to do this. Like you're the only 2 people in the room. Right. What is going on? So it's like, it's not even a tradition that even like the highest royals would do.
So it's not even commonplace.
Correct.
It's not. It's a mess. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
Can I give one more example?
Yes, please.
So the interviewer said at one point, she puts her hand on her heart when she talks about her husband. He loves me so boldly, fully, and also has a different perspective because he sees media that I wouldn't. That's not the part that got me. It's the hand on the heart. I have never, outside of like a Broadway show, seen someone do this when talking about someone. Have you ever seen a person put their hand on their heart when talking about someone?
No.
Ever in real life, in the wild, in person?
Oh my God.
Callie? No.
No.
Never.
It's so forced.
It's ridiculous.
Theatrical.
It's ridiculous. No one does that. No one
does that.
And I dare you to challenge me on that. No one does this.
Yeah, if someone out there is doing that, let us know.
It's not real.
So let me share with you a few of the amazing comments that we've gotten on Instagram. Last week, the internet went crazy, or 2 weeks ago, the internet went crazy for our Kris Jenner chat.
Oh, right.
About the Kris Jenner party and subsequently how the Meghan Markle photos disappeared. And there was a whole bunch of, discussion about why. We shared our perspective. And then, so there was one side that was like very much like almost mad at us because in that section of the conversation, I called her one of the most high profile people there.
Yeah, she was.
Some people are so mad. They said, high profile, you guys are smoking crack. MM is trouble. And then someone said, when will y'all figure out she's a narc and likes to be contrite and get attention? Okay. So passionate on that side. On the other side,
the dark side.
Some people are upset and think we're a little too hard on her. Someone says, surprise, surprise, a bunch of bland below basic Botox bitches with your negative speculation about Meghan. You don't know what the F you're talking about. Someone else says, don't you feel ashamed? Just leave the poor woman alone. This abuse of Meghan has to stop. And then our personal favorite, quote, both of you cretins are wrong.
It's hard not to laugh.
I mean, I love the enthusiasm.
I do too.
It's obviously such a divisive topic.
It is.
And I want to make it clear, and we've said this before, like, this is not women being hard on women. This is like you said, a dissection of a brand that isn't working.
And the reasons it may not be working.
And the reasons, the plentiful, lengthy list of reasons why it's just not working and not connecting. And we actually, and so many of the experts that we've spoken to feel the same way, like, help us help you.
Yeah.
Because I actually would love to see them thrive.
Same.
I feel like, and I had to explain this week when someone was sort of pressing me on it, that like Meghan, when she decided to leave the royal family to protect herself and her family for her mental health, to stand up against, what she called racist behavior, and to really take a stand and protect herself, like, that is so badass.
Yeah.
What a boss.
What a power move.
Boss move. And like, bravo. And I think we all felt that way. And she has been the one that has dismantled the respect that we had for her at that time because of the behavior that she's exhibiting now. It's like she had it all.
Right.
And it was hers to lose.
Right. You're right.
And it's like, if not for how she's been behaving since, I think she would be an absolute icon.
You're
beyond
right.
just being, the wife of, but someone who really took down this massive, I guess enterprise or, legacy institution.
Yeah.
Like, that was really a moment, and we all just looked at her in awe, and now to be here. Again, this is a result of so many confusing and messy decisions that have been made.
That's right.
So
you're right.
I just want to be clear. Like, I wish that we could go back in time and that she could just take a hold of what she did. And really, she fought so hard for that.
You're absolutely right.
To be here, it sucks for her.
It does suck.
But again, it's like she doesn't have good advisors, or she's not listening. And really is, I think she needs to take a good, long, hard look at who she is and who she wants to be, and actually figure out where she is. Like, this woman needs therapy to figure out who she is.
Right. And maybe just go away for a little bit and do that, as opposed to keep coming out with these very contradictory personas.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe it's because they rushed in from their escape in that very traumatic time, and they rushed right into this like Hollywood life, and maybe they didn't have time to process. Maybe she didn't have time to unlearn some of the crazy stuff that went on, or like, really just heal that wound, because I think she's really confused right now who she wants to be, because she's still really connecting herself back to the family that she worked so hard to disassociate herself and her family from. It's just like, anyway, that's my TED Talk.
No, I just want to give it one of those. Oh. You're right. Where we were.
Yes.
And where we are.
We had so much potential there.
We had so much potential. And it was just like she's just slowly kind of chipped away at it. And then the Jenga tower kind of fell, didn't it?
I think she has all the potential in the world, and she's just self-sabotaging.
It's true. Bad advice, bad advisors,
like
not listening,
all the
who
potential.
Knows? All of it.
Look at her.
To be on top of the world.
On top of the world in this beautiful, loving, heart, hand on heart, marriage, and really like with the attention of the world.
Yeah.
And this beautiful person that you are physically, and all the access to anything you want. And you've already done the hard work, which was to do what you did.
Yeah. I know. Misstep after misstep.
I guess she's trying to promote this Christmas special that's coming out next week on Netflix.
Oh, thanks for that.
This will be her last official Netflix project.
The Home for the Holidays or whatever it is.
Yes. And you can tell that they're really like, they're trying to send it because they're like Harry's in it. They're kissing and all this stuff. So I won't be tuning in, but I would be curious if anybody will.
Yeah. Let us know if you do.
Yeah.
And please continue to send us your and share your thoughts and feelings on
colorful opinions.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
we do.
We really do.
And we are here as, your entertainment insiders to unpack these kind of stories.
Yeah.
And with the way that we see them. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we love that you're here with us. And if you want to say something, spicy, go for it.
Yes.
We can take it. Now.
Certainly.
So much growth.
We've also we went away, we healed.
That's
and now
it.
we're back. We're
You're
ready
totally right.
to take on the...
Hit us. All right. Jordon Hudson and Bill Belichick all over the news for a number of reasons over the last few days.
Do we need to remind people who they are?
Okay, yeah. So he is the coach of a college football team.
Yeah, right? But he as James told me.
Tell me.
He's one of the most storied NFL coaches of all time. He was the coach of, Tom Brady's team, the Patriots, for much of their successful run. And now, yes, is in university or college football.
And now is really just famous for dating a 24-year-old.
That's right.
So he's 73, she's 24. This relationship has come under a tremendous amount of scrutiny.
Yes.
There was the interview we talked about earlier this year where he was being interviewed and she was acting as his publicist in the corner.
Yeah, and it was revealed that she now controls much of his brand.
Yes, she does.
His whole enterprise.
Yes. Yeah. She's not necessarily in the football, but she's definitely in the brand of Bill.
Yeah.
That's kind of her department. So they are together. There's still questions as to how they got together. She doesn't want to talk about that. That was shut down in that interview earlier this year.
Or she'll sue you if you talk about it.
Well, that's exactly what's happened. So she claims she's going to sue a podcaster named Pablo Torre for defamation because he was poking into how they met, how old she claims to be, because there was some discrepancy over her age that she submitted on a form and the age that she claims she is.
Yeah.
He also claims she was banned from USC facilities. And that the people at the stadium didn't want her anywhere near it. So he's claimed all these things and he seems to have evidence to support it.
Oh yeah. I actually listened to that podcast back in May. Yeah. Because I wanted to know more about them. And he did a real, he's an investigative journalist in this way. He also has, he is responsible for uncovering some of the biggest controversies in sports. So he's known to be the guy.
Right. He's no joke.
And he's not an untrustworthy source. This is not the Daily Mail.
No, he was an ESPN reporter too, wasn't he?
Yeah. And now his podcast has uncovered all these big controversies. So people really take his word. And he did interview 11 or 12 insider sources about these things. And so, and he also had claimed that, Bill's family was extremely concerned about this ruining their legacy and that they were also looking into Jordon in a way that was trying to see if there was any leverage to get her out of there.
Right. Because she has become completely controlling of him.
Yeah.
So there are reports that Bill's daughter-in-law, so married to his son, Jen, went on a rant.
Yeah.
Just popped off.
Yeah.
And called Jordon batshit crazy and accused her of twisting the brain of her older lover.
Right.
And she also screamed that all Hudson does is control shit. That's all she's trying to do is control things.
Yeah. She also said, eat a burger.
Yep.
And criticized her need to wear snakeskin at the games, which apparently has been, Jordon is inspired by Taylor Swift's Reputation era. And that's why she wears so much snakeskin, because she's a rebel and she's in her sort of revenge era.
Yep.
And if you're wondering why somebody would be, dressing in theme of Taylor Swift, it's because she's 24.
She's 24.
And that's where that's one of many areas where the immaturity shows.
Yeah, one of many.
But this rant that the daughter-in-law went on is can you imagine, though, for 2 years that the family of Bill Belichick has had to bite their tongue and watch their father be controlled and manipulated by this little, as you called her, sugar baby. And I could just see it that something happened that day and the lid popped all the way off.
And you know what? Someone had to say it.
And she's like, I'm just going to go there.
Yeah. And you know what? Of course it was the daughter-in-law, because it wouldn't have been the son.
Right.
Of course it had to fall on her plate.
It has to be our job.
Absolutely does. Because, when something has to get done, you got to leave it to the woman to do it.
Right.
So she did it. And I applaud her for doing it, because it's true. His legacy and reputation is being harmed and tarnished by this straight up absurd relationship.
Yes. And she has children, and their legacy and their, whatever they'll be left in the will and all of that. Like, that is scary when you have a person like Jordon Hudson in the mix.
It is.
Who's clearly out for herself.
Yeah.
Not in it for the right reasons, as they say on The Bachelor. And I could see that being like incredibly terrifying for a mom and the daughter.
Of course.
Of Bill.
Yeah, of course it would be.
So she said all the things.
She said what had to be said. Looking at this, my dad is in and around that age. If my dad had some 24-year-old girlfriend, no, I cannot. No. I would have said that and more.
Like, you'd be in jail.
100%.
Yeah.
This would not be. And I will tell you, it would be me and not my brother.
Yeah.
Who would be calling it out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We would have to visit you between a plexiglass wall.
It would not be great. I did find it really funny. And I'm sure that you saw the photos because it spawned a million memes, which is my favorite thing. Yeah. So Jordon is in an adult co-ed cheerleading team or on a team. And there was a competition. Senior. Yeah.
Senior cheerleading.
Yeah, it is. And she was performing. The glam was something. And he was there as the dutiful boyfriend.
Yes.
73-year-old boyfriend watching an adult in quotes, co-ed cheerleading competition, and he's just sitting there with his arms folded, like
hating his life,
like in the biggest curmudgeon you could imagine. It was just like,
because imagine how insufferable it would be to be there.
It'd be the worst
for anyone over the age of 24.
Yeah, I don't want to be a lot of those things, and I have kids. I don't you know what I mean?
Literally,
it's a lot of time to watch other people do stuff. It was
at hilarious. That moment, questioning all of his life choices, but not enough to walk away from this relationship.
No, not yet. I mean,
I don't know what's going on there,
and I don't know where it's going to go. It's been a couple years. They're clearly committed to one another,
I guess.
But now what?
Now
the family has drawn a line.
Now what?
It's going to be a tense Thanksgiving in the Belichick family.
Fun. Again, fire up those cameras. Let's get a crew in there.
You're totally right.
Like, that rant, it's a tragedy that rant was not on camera.
You never know. Someone could have had a voice recording or something. But you're right. A full cam.
Live for that day. I will live for that day.
Someone reach out to Jen. Get Jen Belichick on this, because it would be something.
Exactly.
Okay. Are you ready to get to your favorite person?
My imaginary bestie.
Yeah.
Sarah Paulson. Obsessed.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah, I really am. And obviously, yes, I am watching All Is Fair. She is in that show with Kim Kardashian. And that might have restoked my love of her, only because they're so exposed right now, right? There's been this big press tour.
Oh God, yeah.
And seeing Sarah in these press junkets is like, Sarah Paulson in a press junket, pretty much with anyone, is a gift.
Yep.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's so cool. And everyone's, like I said, she's all these stars, best friend.
And she's never not real. Talk about
real.
the opposite of the Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
If she's asked a question she doesn't want to answer, she'll still answer it.
Yeah.
She will.
Yeah.
We've seen her do that. Honestly, she will.
And her favorite thing is making people laugh.
Yes.
So there's tons of content out there where she's just Glenn Close, doubled over, can't breathe. Kim Kardashian, doubled over, can't breathe. Call an ambulance. These people are losing oxygen because Sarah Paulson is
so
funny and fun and likable.
Yeah.
And she happens to be an incredible actress. She's actually getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame next week.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
But I find her to be fascinating. She's Ryan Murphy's muse. Mm-hmm. She has been for, I guess, 20 years now, and has been nominated for, I think, 10 Emmys. She's won also a Tony. She's won an Emmy. I'm sure she's a minute away from an EGOT.
Yeah.
If anybody would do it, it would be her.
She's incredible.
But she also, the most fascinating thing about her is her friendships.
Okay.
Her best friend, Pedro Pascal.
No.
Since the 90s.
No.
Yes. So they've been best friends since the 90s. They met in school, in college.
Come on.
In New York. And they became instantly best friends before either of them were famous or knew what was ahead. Her career took off first. And his, was a little bit later to kickstart. But she would always support him financially. Yeah.
Oh.
She would always give him her per diem or her stipend, whatever she got.
Come on.
She would always make sure that he was taken care of. And she is responsible for his big break because she pushed his audition tape to the Game of Thrones showrunner to make sure it was seen. And that was his big break.
That is a best friend there.
I just love that.
That is a best friend.
Her other best friend is Amanda Peet.
Come on. Also cool.
Okay, so my original love affair with both of those women was on the show Jack and Jill.
I didn't watch that.
It was a WB show.
Okay.
Blink and you missed it.
Okay.
But I would never miss it. It
Never.
was in the era of sort of like just post 90210, and we were all, I think, looking for our next thing. And Amanda Peet and Sarah Paulson were on this show. Again, it was canceled quickly, but it should never have been. It was a travesty. Jamie Presley was on it. Simon Rex was on it.
Can we find it anywhere now on any streamer?
I couldn't, but I've been watching clips on YouTube just because I'm feeling nostalgic.
Of course.
Anyway, they met on that set in the early 2000s, and they've been best friends ever since. And it's one of the most storied friendships in Hollywood.
Oh, that's so nice.
Her other best friendship, Sandra Bullock.
Wow. So Sandy's got the best friends.
Sandy is always the glue.
Yeah, she is.
And they're together because they're both so dry and sarcastic and self-deprecating. I encourage everybody to go look up clips of them in press tours together because they've been in 2 movies together. One was Bird Box, scariest movie I've ever seen.
Won't watch that.
The other one was Ocean's 8.
Oh.
And they did a whole press tour together.
I love those Ocean's movies.
Oh my God, that Ocean's 8 is one of my faves, and they are so cute.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Also so cute is Sarah's relationship with her longtime partner, Holland Taylor.
Yes.
So they met many years ago at a dinner party and then, had a nice moment.
Yeah.
And then the love story goes that Holland slid into to her DMs.
Yeah.
And then that's how this relationship came to be. They've been together for 10 years. Much has been made about their age difference, but calm down, everybody.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
right.
Michael Douglas, whatever.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And they are just the most...
Bill Belichick.
Yeah. and on and on and on and on. Tom Cruise, here we go.
Yeah.
And they just have the most beautiful, loving, supportive relationship. But Sarah has said the secret to making their relationship work
separate
is
bathrooms?
that they don't live together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there's an idea.
They have fully separate homes. They spend a tremendous amount of time together at each person's respective home.
Yeah.
But they do not cohabitate.
Wow.
Hence the strong and wonderful relationship.
Hence all of the peace and love.
Right?
Maybe we should try that.
I mean, we could just I could just go next door and then they could come over here.
Yeah, listen, we could live next door.
Yeah, the men could live over here.
Yeah, the men could live over here.
I'm telling you.
I'm actually not opposed.
It's the separate bathrooms on another level.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just taking it to the next.
Very happy.
I love that. You know what? I agree. I love their relationship.
Me too.
I think it's so special and unique. And somehow they make the schmoopiest things really cool.
Yeah, you're right.
If you go to their Instagrams, the way they talk about each other or the way they speak about each other in interviews, it's like you give my life meaning.
Yeah.
It's my existence is because of you. It's actually crazy. They're obsessed with each other, and maybe you just uncovered why. But somehow they make it not corny
icky
and cheesy and yucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I believe
good with
them.
it. I do too.
Yeah.
They have a really, really beautiful relationship. You must love that she is a Bravo super fan. She was on Watch What Happens Live.
Yes.
And she's obsessed with every franchise.
Obsessed, and she'll tell you straight.
Yeah. Did you hear who she said was the most overrated housewife?
I sure did.
Teresa.
And she's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that she named it. She was like,
She
all
did.
right.
She doesn't care.
That's what I mean. That's why she's cool.
I know.
She's in a very big, here's what I have to say and here's what I
have
think.
to say. They're all batshit, and I love it.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
I love her. All's Fair has been renewed for a second season, Cal.
Yay!
Yay! Maybe I need to watch now.
I would argue that Sarah Paulson is the reason why it works.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've read that. People said that she's the reason.
Take Glenn Close, Naomi Watts. Obviously, they're great.
Yeah.
But Sarah Paulson is the only thing that makes this really watchable and kind of great.
Okay.
Yeah. The episode I watched today, and if you're watching, it's the scene where she's standing on the desk. The monologue she gives, the character is so heinous and the things she says are so ridiculous. You just have to see it.
Okay.
And I will defend All Is Fair all day.
Okay. You've heard it here. Callie is a stan.
I'm a stan.
I love it. Another great hang and chat and dissection of all things happening in the world of celebrity and entertainment.
Episode 51, baby.
51. Thank you for being here and listening. Please, we want to hear from you as always. So let us know what you think of all the things we talked about today.
Yeah. All that colorful language. Bring it.
Yeah. And also follow, subscribe, tell a friend.
Yes.
Hit us up on Instagram or TikTok. We love you. Or YouTube, actually, too.
Yeah.
If you're watching there.
Exactly. Okay. We love you.
See you next week.
Have a great week.
Mwah.